At
I
least
could
we're
hook up my
posting
microphone.
our content. All
I
right.
could hook up my microphone, but then I can't hook up my headphones, and I don't understand if this double jack why this doesn't like want to work on my computer.
Well,
Because I have to like put what
you
type
could
of.
learn
I
to figure
could.
it out.
I could actually do something and be smart,
Hmm.
but I'm like, nah, fam, I don't have time for that. I have free Dungeons and Dragons instead.
Gotta read my Dungeons and Dragons books.
Watch anime.
Okay,
Watch VTuber clips.
let us start talking about the thing of the evening, which is
Winter Soldier. I mean, Falcon and Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America. I mean Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon America and the Winter Falcon. Soldier America.
Falcon Punch. And U.S. Agent. U.S. Agent.
And U.S. Agent in there for good measure. And Baron Zemo. And
The Power Broker.
anyone else?
Carly Morgenthau.
Carly Morgenthau. Infus Nest.
And the best character. Come on, you know.
Wait, don't tell me. I got this. Hold on. Asian girlfriend.
No. Lamar Hoskins.
Lamar Hoskins. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. Bro, it was Lamar. As soon as he came on screen in that one episode, I was like, "That's Lamar Hoskins." That's
in the
Lamar
locker room.
In the locker room, yeah.
It's totally
You
Lamar
didn't
Hoskins,
see him in
though.
action yet, but you're like, "Dude, that's totally Lamar Hoskins."
It's gotta be Lamar Hoskins. Come on.
From the comics, Lamar Hoskins.
Bah. I want to see if comics Lamar Hoskins is actually a thing.
Is Lamar Hoskins a real person?
Lamar Hoskins, the first thing that pops up is you have to put an E instead of an A. But the first thing that pops up is actor. So comics.
Comics.
He's in. Huh?
Dang,
Lamar
he's in the
Hoskins,
comics?
Earth 616, Marvel Database.
Wait.
First appearance, Captain America 323.
Oh,
His name is Battlestar. He's Battlestar.
He's actually in the comics.
And
Dang,
he says
I
his
was
name
just
is
LARPing.
He says that he is attacked. Like he says he does Battlestar. They're like, "What are you from?" And he's like, "Battlestar." Remember?
That's why Bucky stops in the episode. He's like, "Stop the car," because he couldn't handle. Because Bucky couldn't handle the cringe.
But Battlestar is a real person.
Dang.
A former soldier in the U.S. military, Lamar and his friend John Walker subjected themselves to the power broker process after leaving the service. John became a custom political agitator called the Super Patriot, while Lamar worked as a bold urban commando, the Buckies, who staged attack on Super Patriot during his rallies to build support for his brand. When Walker became Captain America, he asked that the Bucks continue to work with him. The pass to the other two Bucks, however, meant they were not deemed suitable to work for the government. As a result, only Hoskins was selected to serve alongside the new Captain America as Bucky. So he's the new Bucky. Okay. However, Hoskins was later told that the term Bucky was demeaning to African Americans and was convinced to change his name to Battlestar.
Stop, that's enough. Oh, wait, that's why he's Battlestar.
After the original Captain America returned, Battlestar returned to Chicago.
Wait,
down.
The original Captain America returning? Dun dun dun.
Well, he doesn't die here in the comics.
Well, the comics are all messed up. We need to talk about how the movies are getting to the point that they're going to have the same problem the comics ran into, which is so many too powerful. Well, so many overlapping continuities and storylines that it's gonna just be like,
bruh,
they just gotta shove everything they possibly can into it, and then it's like they're gonna have to reboot characters in the same continuity. You know?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good, fam.
Yep. But see, comics, you can. The thing is, if you have a long-running series, comics, you don't have to have like a certain actor. You can just like have the same character over and over and over again. It's one long continuity. But movies continuity, like the actor could die. Like Chadwick Boseman.
Boseman.
And now Black Panther's
Rip
ruined,
in
basically.
peace.
You can't
it's not
bring
ruined,
back
he's just they can't make anymore.
They can't have a Black Panther 2.
But they will
and
anyway.
Don't say Shuri. Do not say Shuri.
They're
Shuri
gonna
can
have
go
it
die
with
in a
Shuri.
hole. Shuri can go die in a hole. I don't like Shuri.
But she's so annoying.
That's the problem.
Don't you love that? She's a plucky, annoying character.
At least make the mom the Black Panther or something.
No, you gotta make... Who's the one girl who's like...
The girlfriend?
The leader of the Doloramage. Oh, that girl. But like the leader of the Doloramage.
The other girl. I think
she's the best, most compelling character in Black Panther because she's got her like boyfriend on the other side.
Or they're just gonna make this new Wakandan popped up in Falcon Winter Soldier be the new Black Panther for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, because we've seen them be able to beat up super soldiers.
Maybe the reason this new chick is like leading the charge instead of the original leader, maybe it's because the original leader is now Black Panther.
Maybe we'll never find out until.
Just gonna say Zemo totally is jokering himself, and he's like putting himself in prison to escape purposefully.
Okay, that's a good theory. He also, spoiler warning for the end of the season, because we're gonna talk about everything out of order, because frick having any kind of outline for these.
Yeah.
Zemo kills the last of the Flag Smashers. Is that what they're called?
Spoiler warning.
I said spoiler warning just before.
I know. But like, we gotta put like a giant spoiler.
Okay, so it's gonna flash spoiler warning on the screen right now, or 30 seconds ago.
Right, no.
I'll fix that in post.
It's gonna flash spoiler warning like 30 seconds before the episode ends.
Okay, we'll do that. So at the very end of this,
you'll find out it's a spoiler.
Oh, spoiler warning. Yeah. So the Flag Smashers. Zemo has his old butler run them over with a bomb.
Run what? No, just
and then, so we find out Zemo's still orchestrating things from jail, from the raft even, because he's like,
yeah, bro.
That's like more than jail. It's like super security prison. But your theory is that he's gonna bust himself out of there.
With like
along with
and all the other
whoever else is in there. Yes, because we've not seen Abomination since the first Incredible Hulk movie.
Yeah, and he was mentioned once in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but like...
Oh, which I have watched all of, yes.
It was like season 2 or something. He was like, I'll bring you and make you have to watch Sergeant Blonsky in the Arctic or whatever. And then that was it. It was a name drop. But like, I just assume he's probably in the raft now because after Hydra happened...
Why do they like leave these cool characters in the TV shows or just mention them and then they like come up with like the Flag Smashers for these TV shows? Like, come on, man! Like, bring us a real villain.
Yeah, bro.
Like, okay, so speaking of the villains, their ideology is confusing and not understandable. Besides that, they want a one-world government.
Basically, they're trying to be the Antichrist. Like one world government.
Yes, this is what they're trying to do. One world, one people. I did like though that the globalists were the bad guys. That's one thing I've been liking about the Captain America movies, starting even in the first one. With Red Skull.
Zemo mentions that he says that the super soldier serum, evil, just like Red Skull. We're gonna have another Red Skull on our hands. And I was like, they gotta bring Red Skull to the show sometime.
Red Skull! He's gotta stop doing his guarding the Soul Stone mission.
Because Soul Stone's gone now. Like, he has nothing else to do.
No, but it's back. Wait, no, but it is gone.
It's gone. And
because the one they took was because different universe.
And I don't think you can replace it. It's not like he traded the stone for Natasha's soul again. Like, no. Soul Stone's just there.
But Cap definitely put it back. He had to
He
put
might have
it
just
back.
like gave it to Red Skull. Red Skull was like, "Yes, I'll put it back," and then he used the Soul Stone to restore his soul. And then he's like, "Fuck it."
Wait a minute. That means there's 2 Red Skulls that are now out of a job because one has
No.
the Soul Stone in
See,
another
no.
universe.
The other one, the one in our universe, he's probably like he's a soul, like he's trapped to the Soul Stone, right?
Okay.
And Soul Stone gets destroyed, so therefore, one who's trapped to the Soul Stone probably died with the Soul Stone, right? This is theory, okay? This is like totally not anything. But since Cap had to go back in time and gave the Soul Stone to Red Skull, and he was probably like, they should make a thing about that, him confronting Red Skull because he's Red Skull,
That definitely needs to be a movie because that would take more than 5 seconds. Obviously.
Exactly. And then he probably gives it to Red Skull and be like, hey, here's your stupid thing. And he's like, yes, I guard treasures, does stuff I can't obtain myself. Then he got it, and he was like, I can't put this back physically. And then he was like, I don't know, do something with it. And then Red Skull's like, fine, I'll just restore my soul using the Soul Stone that my soul is trapped to. And then he probably like broke out there. And so that Red Skull's gonna come back as Captain America.
Wait, as Captain America.
That happened in the comics once.
I guess weirder things have happened.
A stranger would it be if we met I by the hanging tree.
Okay. And so that will all lead to Adam Warlock and Infinity War and all of these things.
Because Soul Stone. You can't just break the soul. You can't just introduce Adam Warlock and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, now."
BT Tubbs, we're gonna introduce Adam Warlock in the end of a post-credit scene of a movie that happens before Infinity War, and then release a movie called Infinity War and not have Adam Warlock be the main character.
And then blow up his Soul Stone home.
And then blow up his Soul Stone home. Literally have Hulk smash through the ceiling of Doctor Strange's house, just like an Infinity Gauntlet storyline, but instead of Silver Surfer, it's Hulk.
Are they because they didn't have the rights for Silver Surfer? I mean,
but now they do, don't they?
Now they do, but they didn't have it back then. They gotta bring Victor Von Doom in, bro. Just gonna say,
dude, they can have a Victor Von Doom, Baron Zemo crossover thing where it's like, you are a baron of a small European country. I'm a baron of a small European country.
He's not a baron. He's like the king of Latvia.
Sure. Okay, so he's royalty, we'll say. The dictator.
He literally doesn't have a doctorate. He only has a doctorate because he gave himself a doctorate.
I have an honorary doctorate from myself.
That is just how like Chad, like how what's the word I want to say?
Baller.
Like when you're like asserting your dominance.
Masculine.
But like I don't know, like trolling I want to say, but it's not it.
I don't know. Look up the dictionary.
Bro, one YouTuber I watch says it all the time, and now I forget it.
Okay. Is it Jordan Peterson?
No,
clean up your room.
He's Red Skull, by the way.
Bruh, have you seen the crossovers? I'm flash. Okay, that needs to show up on the screen right now in my editing process.
Bruh, have you seen the Freedom Tunes?
The Freedom Tunes one? Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Where Captain America's trapped
I'll put a link in the description to that one.
Captain America's just trapped in a lobster cage.
No. There's another one I saw that was like video clips of Captain America: The First Avenger, but with Jordan Peterson's lecture sounds, like he's him talking like. You fight the archetypical evil. You gotta clean up your room.
Bruh. Just gonna say. Let's get back on the topic.
We were totally on the Marvel topic there.
I was gonna say something about how cool the first of Marvel's The Avengers in credit scene was, where what's his face? I was gonna say Red Skull. Where Thanos turns around and like smiles, and everyone was like, "Is that Red Skull from coming from the future?"
Because they made him so red. It looks so red.
I know, and I was like, "No, guys, it's this one guy from this Marvel board game we have."
It's the Thanos.
And everyone was like, "Nah, fam," and I was like, "No, it totally is."
And we're just like, "It's got to be Red Skull, right? Because his skull was red."
And then it was Thanos, and I was like, "I am the smartest kid ever."
Sam was vindicated all along. Thanks, Marvel's Heroescape.
Marvel Heroes. Such a weird game. They put Doctor Doom against Iron Man in that. Like, no, what?
And they had Spider-Man too. They could have put Spider-Man versus him.
Yeah, but that's Spider-Man versus Venom. The only ones who had their actual villains was like Spider-Man, Captain America, and like
didn't Hulk have an
and Hulk. I couldn't think of Hulk. And those were the only three who had their actual villains, because Iron Man had Doctor Doom, who was like stupid. Silver Surfer did not have Galactus, so like, or the Fantastic Four, because technically Silver Surfer was the bad guy, but like, who then helped the Fantastic Four kill Galactus. So they didn't have that, and they had him against Thanos, which is like sort of correct, I guess, because of the Silver Surfer Rise of Thanos comic. But like, yeah. And then was there only 5 of them? There were only 5 of them in the game, weren't there?
I think so, probably, maybe. I don't know.
But Counter-Strike will always be the most OP ability ever.
Don't you have to only be next to you have to be like standing next to the enemy?
You have to be in a physical, yeah. It has to be regular attack in physical range. Actually, no. Negaxa's, if you roll a 20, ability was the best ability, where you can just literally take a character from your enemy.
That's because he's riding a T-Rex.
No, that's...
Wait, isn't that the Negaxa's?
That's like the orc.
Oh, the orc riding... Wait, guy. What's Negaxa's? He's the one with like the
Negaxa's the guy who's
dragon?
Like... No, that's
someone else.
No, that's not Nibursa. That's I don't know, Sukarna or something. I don't know. Subakna. That's Subakna.
Subakna, of course.
Negaxa is the guy with like the metal like shoulder pad, and then the other arm it's like a metal. It's a sword hand, and he's a Morrow, and.
Oh, he's a Morrow. Yeah, that makes
Yeah, and you like walk up to someone, and he's like,
"Wait, is he a 2 hex? Is he a 2 hex piece?"
No, he's a 1 hex.
No,
he's a 1 hex piece. And if you walk up to someone, and you rolled a 20, it only had to be a 20. But you just straight up just took the character, and then even if the Negaxa died, you still kept the character because it's just the most OP.
Oh wait, he's the mind control guy. You're saying
he's the mind control. Yeah.
That's right, because he mind controls the enemy. That's right.
Yeah.
Just like Loki from Marvel's The Avengers, the first movie, which is what we're talking about here.
So random. Okay.
Swinging back to our subject. All right. So we talked about Flag Smashers. They're stupid. They have no idea what they're doing.
Butler was.
And how helpful Zemo's Butler was. Very helpful. Very, very cool, Zemo's Butler.
And then Sharon is bad now for some reason.
Sharon is bad now for some reason. Thank you, Sharon Carter, for getting exactly what she said was impossible immediately, and then immediately turning around and being the bad guy because after it. Like, when that was happening, that was an end-credit scene, right? That's right. It was the end-credit scene for the last episode. Sharon getting pardoned.
Yeah, and then now we got all the stuff.
So I was convinced that as that scene was happening, I was convinced that was a dream sequence. Because I was like, we just established the whole time we were with Sharon that she can never get a pardon. The reason they didn't pardon her was because they were never going to pardon her. And we get a pardon for her immediately after she, like, shot one little girl. I mean, I guess that's what the American government does. Gives you pardons if you shoot children in a war. Because it's not a
Yeah,
war
but they were like
crime if we
bad children.
win.
But they were evil. She wasn't really a child. She was
Evil.
still a teenager.
I mean, she looks as old as she is in Solo. And in
And how
Solo, she
old do
was a
you think?
child soldier. So
Yeah, but
I'm just
that's like
saying the
teenager soldier.
actress plays child soldiers.
But she was teenager.
She was as
And
old as Amelia in Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones, and that's
how
pretty
old is
young.
that?
That's a
Like
war
12,
crime. That's war crime
13?
age.
Right. Henry,
Moving on
I mean,
quickly to the fact that Sam. All right, let's talk about Captain America, the new Captain America, Sam Wilson.
Captain Falcon, with all the black
Captain
people kept calling him.
Falcon.
I hated that all the people kept calling him Black Falcon. I
Black
was like, stop,
Falcon. Black
please stop.
Captain America. But then they were like, no, he's just Captain America.
It's like, yes, everyone knows this. Only, like, literally, I feel like only liberals would do that. Just not gonna, like,
Only
put political views in this. I'm a
only the
centrist.
liberals are racist.
No, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
only the liberals focus that much on race.
I don't see race.
I'm just gonna say,
I think
back
they're
in the
treading. I think they're treading dangerous waters with the
yeah,
whole race. Oh, I'm a black
no,
man in America kind of deal. But I do kind of not. I kind of dislike the civic nationalism idea that they go with. I mean, on paper it's really good. Like, I'm not whatever race I am. I'm just Captain
a
America.
human.
I'm a
I'm
human.
human.
But you have to
Exactly.
realize, I think, that like so long as like that's fine so long as you really believe in the ideals that you're espousing. Like, if Sam were to be like, "No, I'm a human and I'm Captain America," and then do something antithetical to what America is and still say he's Captain America, I think that would be wrong. But you have to realize that like Sam has to be Captain America in the same way that Steve was Captain America, believing the same things that Steve believed. You know, because he's I do
So
like
basically, because everyone in World War II was racist, therefore he has to be racist.
exactly.
But
Well,
why was I feel like every single person back then was racist. Even
it
like
was a simpler time.
it was like you racist against me, I racist against you. Cool, let's shake on it.
Man, the racist community, they let anybody in so long as you're racist.
Exactly. Like, come on. Let's go back to the
uh,
simpler times.
uh,
All hate each other equally.
hate each other equally. But I think that's the point with Captain America and like the idea of it switching hands to someone else. He's like, we can believe as long as we believe in the same thing, we can get along. But we have to realize that like Sam has to give up something of what he like of what his other people are saying. So like Isaiah Bradley is telling him that he can never be a part of the American system because he's black. But Sam says no, I can still be Captain America. I'm gonna reject what you say because I'm gonna just do better than I have before, and I'm gonna be Captain America.
I'm just gonna say Isaiah
So
Bradley's a racist.
Isaiah Bradley.
But as
Ugh.
I said, everyone back then was racist, so it was fine.
So yeah, so it's good. Yeah, so like
Just
I think it ended
like
on a good note. I do think Sam, like his little speech at the end, is kind of preachy, and it's not helpful. He's like, just do better. And it's like, But I do like the idea that he's espousing of like, um, the
to be
idea
honest.
that who you call a terrorist is a freedom fighter elsewhere, and you call freedom fighters is a terrorist elsewhere. So
Yeah.
I do like that idea because I think for too long we've been like, yeah, the Mujahideen, they're freedom fighters, and then 10 years later we're fighting the Al Qaeda because we equipped them to fight the Soviets. So I like that idea. I like that it's like, hey, maybe we should stop giving weapons to people, and maybe we should stop messing up other people's geopolitics. Um,
Yeah.
So it was good. It probably could have dived more into details about what they should do, and I think the problem here is the Flag Smashers' agenda was so vague that like Captain America's like stance against it is so vague because it's like you're just fighting two vague ideas against each
Yes.
other.
I feel like the preach at the end was like, hey, I have to actually say what their ideas were because it wasn't specifically
And
stated.
their ideas were, uh,
Evil.
we are evil. I think that was the problem. They with the Flag Smashers, they were gonna go for something really interesting, and then they were making them very complex, and then they all of a sudden started blowing up buildings. The Flag Smashers started blowing up
That's because
buildings,
that's because they were
and
like crazy.
well, yeah, but it's just like it made them go from like sympathetic, complex villains to terrorists.
I
Like,
think all
we're
the
just
others
blowing up
might
people
have been.
now.
I think all the others were fine. I think it was all
It was
Carly's
Carly. She was the ringleader.
evil because like that one time at the very last episode when she's like one world and they're all just like silent and she's like you idiots one world and they're like oh fine we'll have to say it so we don't get
Hail
murdered
Hydra. I mean, one world.
basically.
Okay, let's
And
switch.
then
Oh wait, keep going. What are you gonna
I
say?
love the right before Seema's butler blows them up. I love the scene when like he shuts the door and then they're like, "One world, one people," and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna escape because you're our team." And then the butler is just like, "Nah, fam."
Nah, fam. I gotcha. All right, switching gears and let's talk about the more complex and interesting topic of the show, which was the Super Soldier Serum. Lamar Hoskins, who has something to say about the Super Soldier Serum. But
Which
I liked this plot line way more. So like all the episodes with Zemo
the
and
best.
talking about the Super Soldier Serum were so much better than the rest of the series
Yep.
because Zemo's
It's
whole
Zemo?
plot, yeah, well, it had Zemo in it, but Zemo's whole plot to get rid of the Super Soldier program is really compelling to me, and the things that happen in the show really drive that plot home very well, I think. So Zemo's whole deal is that he hates the super soldiers with a passion. He wants to get rid of them all because he thinks that as soon as you get the serum, you are a different kind of human. You're superpowered, and
evil.
and you will inevitably become evil because of that, and you will become a serum supremacist.
Basically,
And
yeah.
to this end, he kills the doctor who creates the serum,
and then you can see Sharon's disgust as she opens the door and sees the doctor dead. She's like, "Dang it, that was my only super soldier serum chance." And then Zemo just like, I don't know if Zemo knew because like Zemo's face when he looks back and like Sharon's mad at him and he's like, "Who?" I don't know if Zemo knew because Zemo like knows everything, so I don't know if he knows that Sharon's the power broker. He never says anything about it, but like,
yeah. I mean, he probably knows everything, right? Because he's a baron. He's got all his money out of nowhere. But then I think the scene that was really good was when he finally stops Carly and spills all the serum on the ground, and then he has a moment
where he looks at it,
looks at it, and it's really good because you think, oh, is he gonna take it? Is he gonna use it? Is he gonna like turn into the, like you become the very thing you swore to destroy?
No, he just destroys it.
But no, he destroys it, and that's really compelling to me because he stays true to his character to destroy the serum.
Then Carly's like, "No, dang it! But I can't because he's a gun." And then he doesn't destroy it all. And then John Walker, stupid Captain America, John Walker, square face,
jaw like a brick.
His jaw was so square. Just gonna say, okay, but no, he picks it up and he injects it into himself or whatever.
Yeah, we're not really shown how he takes it, but he does. It's like, guess he just inhaled that thing and somehow got it in him.
Somehow used it.
So this brings up the fact too that like Zemo's speech about the serum is like, no matter what, you will always become a supremacist, or you will become evil because of the serum. And
then Falcon's like, but what about Steve Rogers?
Steve
And he's like,
Rogers?
and
He's
then
like,
Zemo's like, no one's like Steve
not
Rogers, bro.
everyone's Steve Rogers.
He's like, there's never be another Steve Rogers.
I do like this reasoning of Zemo's. It's compelling because it's kind of the same thing as like the X-Men versus the normal humans kind of conflict in the X-Men movies, where it's like, yes, if there were a bunch of people becoming super soldiers, the weaker people or the people without the super soldier serum would want to destroy the other people
Like
and
in
would be
X-Men 2,
fearful of them.
the
Yeah,
best X-Men movie
like
ever.
in X-Men 2. Um, I do
Excellent.
like that. I do think it is. I think Zemo's obviously wrong because we have Steve Rogers. We have the possibility of being good, and like Erskine said when he created the serum,
Good men become better,
good,
bad
yeah.
men become worse.
So it only amplifies what you have. So this leads to the question: if Sam had taken the serum, would he become better or would he become worse?
I think, I don't know, but he didn't, so that's the thing.
He didn't, so it's not.
I don't know.
Not
I
a
think he
question.
might have become worse, but but there's always the possibility of the serum being incomplete and your face turning red. So your skull literally turning on fire and somehow being red. How does his skull turn red if it's just like the serum?
Because his character's name is Red Skull.
I know, but like the science isn't really scientific.
Science isn't settled. But yeah, I would rather have preferred a conversation about like the effects of the serum. Do people become supremacists by just taking it? Do they become stronger? Because even though Sam doesn't take it, which I think is correct for his character, it's like he doesn't want to take it because he's not a super soldier. He's not Captain America, or he is Captain America, but he's not Steve. He's Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
But I would have liked the conversation because obviously Bucky was doing bad things, but is now a good person, or at least trying to be, reformed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's that idea that like everyone is not evil just inherently. They can be evil, but they can also recover, or they can be good.
Yeah.
And I think they should have delved into that. That would have been way more compelling the whole season than anything they were doing with the Flag Smashers, I think.
So so the Flag Smashers got their super soldier serum from Isaiah Bradley, right?
No, they got it. Well,
because
they took Isaiah Bradley's blood and then they developed that serum from it.
Yeah, exactly. But I always wondered, how did they make the serum for Bucky, right? They don't have Captain America's blood. And none of that. And then I realized, it's because they get Red Skull. What's his face? Got Red Skull's blood and injected into Bucky then.
Yeah, I think.
And that's when
it's
he became
not
a super
really
soldier.
Explained.
Because he survives the fall, he's already a super soldier.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He survives because he's already a super soldier. It's not. I don't think it's really explained other than like in Winter Soldier, he just shows up and can go toe to toe with Steve.
Yeah. But I don't think.
Also,
maybe the Winter Soldier's super soldier serum isn't fully super soldier serum. I think it might be like a mini super soldier serum.
Maybe, or maybe they made different things to make him super powerful.
Because I also think they might have had to when they got him again when Zola picked him up after he fell. I think they might have had to experiment on him and pull out the super soldier serum because he wasn't super strong,
Yeah.
But when he fell, I think he survived because he had some Red Skull's blood in him, and then Zola pulled it back out and did
other things with
coolness. Red Skull, cool character. I'm sad Hugo Weaving did not come back for the role. Just gonna say, the actor who does play Red Skull now in game and Infinity War Did a pretty good Hugo Weaving impression. Did not sound German at all. He was literally like Hugo
Not
Weaving.
German
Yeah.
enough.
And it was like not Hugo Weaving's German, but Hugo Weaving. I don't know. It just didn't sound German enough for me. Hugo Weaving German enough.
All right. So what's your over-under on whether you think Sam Wilson should have taken the shield or Bucky should have gotten the shield?
I think Sam Wilson should have gotten
Okay.
is acceptable because like he literally gave the shield to Sam. He was like, "Yo, here's your shield," and it wasn't even his shield. Though. I think he made a new shield specifically for Sam.
Yeah, I'm definitely on Team Bucky, honestly.
You're on Team Bucky, but Bucky's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I know he's the Winter Soldier, but I like the idea of him getting it anyway because Sam doesn't want it. Like the Falcon is like, no, I'm the Falcon, and I don't want the shield. It's Cap's. I do like where they went with it, and he finally overcomes that and takes it, becomes who he needs to be. But I really like the idea of Bucky getting it anyway because Bucky is like, you know,
you're just a Bucky fan, aren't you?
Well, I do because I just like the image of Bucky having it more than Sam because Sam is already Falcon. I know like Bucky is already Winter Soldier, but Bucky's whole deal was like becoming not the Winter Soldier. And Sam's whole deal was just like just coming to terms with the system. But it didn't matter to me. Like both of them could get it and be a good Captain America. But I just like I think it would have been not unpredictable, but like people wouldn't have seen it coming if Bucky got it instead of Sam. And I think maybe a lot of people would have been upset, but I think it was like an inversion for if Bucky would have gotten it.
Yeah.
Because it's like Sam's like, no, I can't. I don't want to do this. Because I thought Sam would be influenced by Isaiah Bradley and be like, oh, maybe I can't do this. And then Bucky would just be like, give me the shield.
I think the whole thing about Sam was not listening to Isaiah Bradley.
I think so. And I like where they went with that. So he got to the conclusion he should have. And then Bucky got to do his own thing. And then he made the little
statue for Isaiah Bradley and be like, yo, you still dead. He's like, you're still dead, but here's a memorial for you.
Yeah.
So you're dead, but they still remember you. And then he's like, cool.
Coolioso, bro. Thumbs up, cat.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Also, the title sequence at the very end of the final episode changes to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but Bucky's whole deal.
It did?
Did you not see it? It changed from Falcon to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, even though that's already a movie. And also Bucky's whole deal was getting over being a Winter Soldier, but they didn't change the Winter Soldier's name.
Speaking of Winter Soldier, he's the White Wolf now.
Yeah, the White Wolf. They could have called him the White Wolf.
I loved that joke when he's like, "Who are you? The White Panther?" He's like, "Wolf, actually."
The White Wolf, actually.
And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "White Wolf." And he's like, "What?"
Speaking of Wakanda and terrible things, the Wakandans don't trust Bucky enough to give him an arm that doesn't have a turn-off switch. Like they literally put a safety mechanism in his arm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To make sure they could literally disarm him.
Yep, detach the arm.
Like, dang man, they never trusted him.
And then he was like, "Did you know they could do that?" And he's like, "Nope."
We do get to get a cool image, see how the vibranium arm attaches to him. So that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, man.
Was it vibranium? It wasn't vibranium originally, right? It was just metal.
No, but the one Wakandan's
the one he has now, though, yeah, Wakandan one.
Which, yeah.
Vibranium.
Before that, he was just doing his farm work with one hand.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But he is super strong. So he can.
Sebastian Stan.
The butler, I mean.
Alright, Any
I love this.
other
I love the scene at the end when he comes to like the party of the in Louisiana or wherever Sam's sister lives or whatever. I love the scene at the end when he's like has something in it. He has like cake in his hand or something, and then Sam's two nephews are like messing around with him, and he messing around with him back. I liked that little like 5-second clip, but I thought it was like
I like the shot of him holding people up on his metal arm.
That was also pretty fun.
I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what you would do if you had a metal arm.
Speaking of those two nephews, the one scene in like the second, third episode when they're like no video games, and she shuts the door, and they're like 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. I just reminded of Paul and I so much, and I was like, oh wow.
Exactly what you would do. Play video games as soon as you were told not to. Or as soon as people leave the house.
Yeah, it's as soon as someone left, we were like, go.
Video games.
I thought it was funny.
Well, we've talked sufficiently about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Do you think they're gonna make a second season?
I think they can. Although, I don't know if are they gonna call it Falcon and the Winter Soldier still? I mean, they should.
They should probably still call it Falcon Winter Soldier.
I think they definitely could, because there's lots more where they could go with Zemo.
I think they wanted to somehow
stuff they want to do with the Power Broker.
I think with Zemo, all they wanted to do, I feel like with Zemo, was just move him from the UN building to the raft. And I think they did that, and so now they're gonna have another movie, like a big movie where he escapes the raft with all the villains.
The raft. Yeah, I think there's a lot of room to go with Zemo.
Yeah,
and we can have some cool stuff.
He put the mask on for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
but it looked dope.
Dope, man. Yeah, Zemo was definitely the highlight of the whole show. Daniel Bruhl being actually a good actor in all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I like where they're going with it. I think they could do better, just like Sam says, haha. But
Oh, Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson. Yeah. Sorry, Captain America. What Captain America says: do better. You've got to do better.
Pong.
So I think they can do a better job. I do think the ending, the last episode, kind of was like, nah. When all the episodes with Zemo were doing really, really well.
That's because Zemo wasn't in the last episode except for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of blah. Exactly. Also, I really like the opportunity they can go with John Walker as a U.S. agent. I think it's like, oh, we can make him do stupid classified stuff.
And who the heck is this lawyer chick that's like helping?
Val. Her name is Val. That's who she is.
Probably evil or something.
But I like how much of a dork that John Walker is when he's like doing things like blaring the police sirens to get their attention, or like saying things, or like at the final episode when he quotes Lincoln and he's like, and Bucky is just face palming. Yeah. Also, we get a lot of mentions of how old Bucky is and such in the show, which I really like. I really like the idea of a man who looks like he's in his 30s but is actually 127, whatever.
Yeah.
I like the joke about Bucky reading The Hobbit when it first came out.
That was hilarious.
That was probably the best joke.
We fighting Gandalf, and then he's
how
like,
do you know about Gandalf?
He's like, because I read The Hobbit in 37 when it came out, or whenever he says it came out.
1937 when it came out. So Bucky was actually a fantasy fan back in the day. So
back in the day,
he would be picking up the Stormlight Archive right now.
But not just now. Your weird thing. He would be watching anime.
He'd be watching Attack on Titan. That's right.
No, not Attack on Titan. He would be watching isekai anime. The best genre of anime ever that has the most, like, most most common things ever. Like what's it called? Tropes has the most like
Tropes, all the anime
stupid common
tropes.
tropes ever. Like they get hit by a truck and die, and they get transported into another world. That's like the biggest trope. It's always a truck. It's always a big box truck that they get hit by.
Well, those are the only ones that can kill you.
Sometimes it's a like a pickup truck.
Obviously.
Sometimes it's a garbage truck, but it's usually a box truck. There'll be so many memes of like the big box, someone going up to a big box truck and being like, "Please, truck's on, kill me." It's like, please, and like putting money out, and they'll be like, "Please, transport me to another world."
Guts theme starts playing.
But you gotta watch the 12 episodes on YouTube of Berserk, of like the old 1987 one. You can only watch them on YouTube though, because it doesn't have no one technically owns it, so it's just on YouTube.
Nice. Gotta have a Berserk skin for like Bologna in Smite.
But no, it's gonna be like for Tyr, bro.
Oh yeah, Tyr, because he's missing his hand. What am I saying? Wow.
But that doesn't happen until like the anime ends. So
it doesn't matter. They have a Zuko skin where he's like the blue spirit, and also with his swords, which doesn't happen until like season 2.
Well, I should say anime. I say that old anime ends because like the new anime, which is horribly animated. Boo! It's all CGI. Get out of here, nastiness.
Ugly. Old anime, which looks cool and nice.
More part of the manga. The manga is like probably the best manga that has ever existed. The anime is not, but the manga's amazing. Berserk, it's amazing. The guy can't write. The guy's like George R.R. Martin for
anime, for manga,
for manga, because he can't write.
Can't finish anything, then let somebody else finish it in a different format, and they
he
ruin it, and then everybody
writing
loses interest because they ruined your show.
He started writing a new series before he finished Berserk, and it's like, no, you idiot! Keep writing Berserk.
Finish your series. What are you doing?
And he's like 70 now. The thing's been going on for like 30 years. And he's like nowhere near the end. And he's like 80. And he's going to die.
Bro, that's
and he hasn't even gotten close to the end.
That literally is George R.R. Martin with Game of Thrones, because it came out in the 90s. Started in the 90s. And he still hasn't finished it.
Have I ever showed you the meme that was like, people think the Bible was written by George R.R. Martin, but this was proven false because the Bible was actually finished.
Bible actually got finished. It took just as long, but it got finished.
That's what it said. It was like people think it's written by George R.R. Martin because it took forever, but this is false because George R.R. Martin, it actually is finished.
The Bible is finished.
I like how we're talking about Falcon Winter Soldier. Now we're talking about George R.R. Martin and the Bible.
We're still under an hour, so that's fine.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, this is more of a podcast anyway.
If you have YouTube Premium, you can just like lock your phone, and then you can listen to it.
But you won't see the cool images that I'm flashing on the screen right now.
And right now, there's going to be an ad for YouTube Premium. In 5 seconds, there's going to be an ad for YouTube Premium if you don't have it. 5, 4,
I'm not monetized. 3, I don't know how that happens.
2, 1. Ad for YouTube Premium for no reason.
All right, everybody, did you enjoy that ad from YouTube Premium that it's obviously playing? Welcome to my channel.
Watch Minecraft videos uninterrupted.
Minecraft videos.
Watch your tutorials uninterrupted. Listen to lo-fi hip-hop uninterrupted.
Lo-fi hip-hop to study. Beats to study. Not lo-fi hip-hop to stress to. Does my meme soundboard have Minecraft sounds? If it doesn't, I'm going to be sad.
Oof.
I think, is there a whole, I want to say there's a whole section for Minecraft, but there's a whole section just for MLG.
I misspelled that horribly. Bruh, just look at this. Look at this, Bill. Look at this GIF I just sent, okay? That's the old one, okay? This is the new one. look at how different.
Wow. Just
The,
I'm putting these on the video so people can see the side-by-side comparison. Wait, which
bruh,
one
this
is
is
which one am I supposed to hate? Wait, it's obvious because oh, oh, oh.
Look at the wall.
Holy crap.
Look at
The old one is just so beautiful.
look at how good that looks. And
Wow,
then the
and the
old
new
new one
one
is
is
like CG out of its mind.
straight up a nightmare. What are his pecs? His pecs are like metallic looking.
Bruh, that is how bad this new 2016 anime did at this.
Well, they even had people in the background like moving their heads, like yeah, see, look our attention to detail. Yeah, your detail sucks.
This is a video game. This is a video game, and it looks better than the one above it.
Dang.
That's his cool armor, though. That's the Berserk armor. It's amazing.
Berserk armor, yes. Because the show is called Berserk. What is it about old anime that just looks good? It looks like it's
This is the
it's like the
opening for the new
archetypical story was. I'm sure when I think when God was like telling the angels what his plan for humanity was, it was like he played it in anime.
Played it in anime, but
Like
look at the
looked
opening.
anime when he was telling
This is a scene from the opening from the 2006 thing, and it looks better than the actual thing. It is like
Wait, that's
the song.
that looks.
Look at how better. Look at that. Look at how cool it looks. And then they're like, yeah, this randomness.
Yeah, we could make something better. Frick
And that's how the entire anime looks like. That's how he looks like constantly. Never different. Horrible. I hate this. I hate this. Just go read the manga. It's so much better. If you can find it online. It's like 300 chapters. It's amazing.
Well, that's just, standard for anime.
And his arch nemesis, Griffith. If you've ever heard the yelling of Griffith, let me put in Griffith. See if it
Griffith
pops
really
up.
his arch nemesis? I feel like they're
his arch nemesis, and the guy who's probably gay for him.
Okay.
But it's still his arch nemesis. Even though he has literally had an intimate relationship with a girl, the guy who's gay, I still think he's gay.
You just see that through the modern lens of perversion.
Literally, the main character Guts leaves the group that this guy is in, and the guy literally gets so upset he gets himself captured by the king and gets almost killed, and then he sees another girl hitting on the main character, and then he gets super mad, and it's like, is he upset that the girl's getting the main character's hitting on the girl, or is he upset that the girl's hitting on the main character? Is he just gay, or is he just like this girl that he's never had any?
Is he sad because someone else, a girl he likes, is going for the main character, or is he he's jealous that the main character's getting anything because he hates him? It's unclear whether this.
But no, he's his best friend too.
Wait, but how is he his arch nemesis?
And then things happen that makes his arm the main character's arm get chopped off, and eye get gouged out, and then he becomes his arch nemesis.
Dang.
But this guy just looks gay. Okay, I just gotta show you a picture of Griffith.
I know what Griffin looks like. He's got
his name is Griffith.
Oh, sorry, Griffith.
Like the city.
Like the city in Indiana.
Bruh, just look at how
came to the
tracks. He looks, bruh.
Are you sure this isn't a girl?
This is the guy. Bruh, the coolest bad guy though in the entire show is Zod, bruh.
Not to be confused with Superman Zod, which is an inferior person.
It's Nosferatu Zod.
Nosferatu.
I can't see. There's no pictures of him. There's no pictures of Zod. Dang it.
Wow.
But he's the coolest thing. He basically looks like a goat demon.
Oh.
Yeah. He's probably one of the coolest, or also Void, which is another
bad demons guy. Is probably the reason that parents didn't let their kids read anime.
Probably.
Read anime and watch manga. you know.
Yeah, but only watch this if you actually are like above the age of 18, because it is very gory.
But it's Berserk. Make your own decisions, kids.
And it's anime, so it has anime-esque stuff. And why does a picture? Why does I look up Berserk Zod, and one of the pictures that pops up is a picture of Eren from Attack on Titan. It's like, no, why? You're showing pictures of Zod from Superman and Berserk pictures, and then you show me Eren.
Well, dang, thanks Windows updates.
Right.
Alright, this is where the spoiler warning flashes to let you know that the end of the video is coming.
It's coming, yeah.
And then
yeah.
We'll end with the Berserk theme, since we talked about that.
Guts theme?
Guts theme,
bro?
Yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, we'll get
From
copyright strike, but...
Yeah, but I've gotten that before. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter.
I think
as long as they leave my video up.
I'm pretty sure if you get like 3... No, I think it's if you get 3 red cards.
Community guideline strikes or something.
You get if you get 3 strikes.
Hey, you can get away with a lot of stuff if you don't monetize your videos.
Your channel gets deleted, and then
your channel also gets deleted if you're conservative too. So
shut up. Okay, your channel gets deleted, and you can never make another channel again.
Dang.
It happened to one of the YouTuber I just found, and I was like, "Ooh, this guy's doing a review of an anime I watched." I watched it, and then I was like, "Okay, next episode review." Next episode came out, his channel had been deleted, and he couldn't make another channel.
Oof magoof.
And so he works for someone else now who made a channel so he could post videos on it, because he can still be a content creator. He just can't own the channel.
That's like being a content creator with extra steps.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
The end picture will be a picture of Lamar Hoskins.
Lamar Hoskins, yeah, my boy Lamar Hoskins. Everybody loves Lamar Hoskins.
Peace out.
Battlestar.